Like I said, boys, I don't try in season, but I do try in playoffs, so.
Go ahead, if you're hyped, because we made finals. You know we about to get blown away by Ben, but
I am actually taking on Shammy 15, coach of the Brooklyn Brave Bears, in the finals next weekend.
yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Shammy 15, and today we're joined for a very special match here. We have made it to finals of the FBL against Shield. And guys, this is of course this match probably holds the most weight of any match in the FBL that I've ever played, because this decides who will be champion, if what I've been doing will be able to land me the championship trophy of the FBL. Now, Chill's team is very good, definitely very good, and I'm not sure if you could hear that in the background. Yeah, thanks, Love. Shout out to Love. A lot. This matchup, I don't know about this matchup, guys. I don't. It is it's a very interesting matchup. I will say that. That's all I will say. The matchup is interesting. Whew. Not sure if Chilled is recording, but I just want to win this. I guess I'll see you guys when the match actually begins. Alright guys, now if you could hear that in the background, then that's not my fault. But here we have Chilled's team here, guys, and it's definitely interesting. Now let's see here. We do see Magneton. He didn't bring that before. I'm assuming that's here to trap Scizor. We also see Latios, obviously. This, obviously. Hariyama. Gyarados, Clefable. So now we had. Last time we led with Latios, and that's because I guess. Yeah, makes sense actually. This time I guess I'm deciding to lead with. I have two lead options here. It's either Mamoswine or Scizor. Hariyama's came, and that's kind of a threat. He did bring the Cofagrigus, unfortunately. But this thing here is pretty much here to stop that. I guess you could say just toxic it, and then I'll be done with it. Let's see. Now, there are so many plays you can make. Either way, basically the play I want to make is the play that prevents, we could start with Latios, honestly, because, like, out of the many times Latios just wins, I don't know, maybe Cofagrigus is leading, maybe Magneton is leading. And Magneton lead would kind of make sense, to be honest. But no matter what, I would eventually have to be retracted back out into Snorlax, which is concerning. Well, we did bring Stealth Rock, so that's interesting. Okay. After saying all that, what is my play? I don't know what this Clefable has. Either, which is concerning. Mamoswine. Sash, that just accept this. I don't want to break the Sash on Mamoswine early, because this is another, okay. I think I want to lead with Scizor, as he led Dory. That's fine. Now, do I just want to go directly into Shaman? I think I do. I think I will. Shaman is by far my safest switch here. By far. Seems fair. Interesting that he led off with the Gyarados, though. I'm kind of upset that I didn't lead off with Mamoswine, as he does go for that waterfall there. Nice. So now I guess I'll just fire off a Seed Flare here. As now his play is most likely into Clefable. Actually, Latios ends up coming out. So now, of course, my best play is, of course, going into Snorlax here, and then possibly making a double into this. Then again, not sure. As Latios does come out, my Snorlax does come out, and we're going to see what he wants to do here. He goes for Psychic. Don't have the leftovers. So, that is 25%. Let's pull up some calcs here. Now then, what is my play? What he's saying here? Fact of the matter is, I don't know. So I'm just gonna go for some curses here. See what happens. I kind of want to predict the Clefag switch, but that's a really risky switch to predict. Because then we ask the question of what can Clefag do to me? And the answer is we don't know. So we're just gonna curse up here. Irregardless. Now that I think about it, maybe Crunch. Nah, then again, Crunch doesn't beat Hariyama, so I'm not surprised he brought Hariyama, so I'm just gonna curse up here. I'm guessing he's Calm Mind. Calm Mind Lottie, folks. Alright, now we're just gonna return here. As that does a number on Hariyama. Alright, great. So now that Hariyama is in, let's say he's Choice Banded. 50%, which means I do survive, however, so I think the return is the play here, irregardless. Because we can indeed live a close combat from this thing. As we take that, thanks to the Chople Berry, as he does, he's Life Orb, okay, that makes sense. So that goes down. That's great. That's a threat, honestly, a threat out of the way. I'm happy about that. As Dory comes in, what can Dory do to me? Is the question we all would love to know. What can Dory do to me? Bounce has a chance to knock me out from the HP that I am at. Should I take that chance, or should I come in on something that is more... So this isn't my way of beating Clef. Yeah, Clef doesn't really touch me at all. I could come in on that on a safe switch, to be honest. And I think Levy is just the play. The Polar Berry thing could be annoying, but I think that's the play I have to make. Actually, no, I think I have to rest here. As Waterfall ends up taking us out. Okay. So now, he doesn't really have, that's kind of annoying. I did 23. I shouldn't have versed it, I guess, but it's a little bit difficult to come back in a Lati, which is the problem, I guess. Okay. So now we ask the question of, I think we should keep Sash Mammo. Yeah, we should keep Sash Mammo. So now I go back into this. Latios is most likely coming out again. He would not stay in on this. I think I'm just going to double into Scizor here, predicting that. Do I have to make that play? Or do I just... Yeah, because actually, let's see how much he did to Snorlax. Means he has maximum HP investment. I don't have a switch into this, which is a problem. I'm going to go into Scizor here. I have to make the double. Because that does a lot to me. There's a double. Okay, great. So now I could just easily go for the U-turn here, even though his switch is most likely Gyarados. But I don't know. I don't know. As he stays in here, goes for the Psychic, interestingly enough. And now I gave him that down to a reasonable amount of health, so I don't understand that play really. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand that play. But hey, I'm not pushing anything. My U-turn does 50%. He's gonna realize that. Now, I could go out into Leah here. These are my two options. That leads me to believe he might not have HP Fire. I think he's relying on this to trap it, which is understandable. Now then, I could either go into this, which screams Scarf, or I could go into this and scream Ice Shard, but then that might lead him to... Then I have to go into Kofag. Then I have to fire off, you know. Let's go into Frostbite. Yeah? Just for this, and this brings out this. Am I afraid of this? I guess the answer I have to ask myself here is, am I afraid of either? What am I more afraid of? Gyarados or Clefable? Because if I go into that, I have to predict Clefable. Right? And again, that puts me in a position where I have to predict, whereas with this, I would just have to, yeah. Okay, let's just go into Mamoswine, click Ice Shard, and just do it. At which point afterwards, now I have to ask myself, what should I do with Gyarados? Kofag ends up coming in. So the Will-O-Wisp is obvious. I'm gonna go into Shaman. As he goes for Toxic instead. What? I'm gonna go back into Gliscor here because he might not expect that. As he goes into Clefable. That's a nice play. And I'm gonna get up these rocks. I don't know what his play is though, and that kind of scares me. As he is gonna go into Gyarados here. Alright, great. So now the rocks are up, which means Gyarados' switches are a lot more, what am I trying to say? Gyarados' switches are numbered now. Especially since there may not be, Defog. As there he goes for the bounce, but I do have the Protect. So I will go for that. So that leads me to believe that he does not have is he throwing out some Latios? I'm sorry if this video is not really funny, I guess, because you know this is serious business. This is I don't want to lose, so this is serious business. I'm gonna fire off a Seed Flare here. Gyarados cannot touch Shaman at all. I'm assuming it can, so we're just gonna fire off another Seed Flare here. It's kind of a shame that I lost my my Snorlax so early in the game, but hey, what you gonna do, right? I guess what he's banking on is he's banking on that Magneton can trap Scizor so that he doesn't have to deal with that. At which point, if he does do that, then that makes the game a lot harder for me. But oh wait, unaware. So, huh. Okay. There we go with the, huh. That's fun. Well, okay, here's the good part. Here's the good thing. The good thing is that okay, bird. Anyways, so yeah, let's talk about this this Seed Flare crit FNAF drop. Yeah, that mattered. That definitely mattered. But he was unaware though, so that's one thing. Like, come on, man, that's unaware. Clef there. I'm just gonna Earth Power here because Clef is put in a position where it can't come back, and the fact that it is unaware actually makes things a lot more difficult. Now you know what music I was listening to. So, now what? Now that we have the Sash, this makes the game a lot easier. Now I guess the game comes down to how well can I handle Kofag. Yeah, that's what the game comes down to. Just don't say you outplayed me is all. You know what? Man, that's... Now he could... Because Chill now is just gonna say that, oh, you know, I lost to hacks. Wait, where... You know what's funny? Now, here's what's funny, right? What's funny is that all of a sudden Chilled was like, you know, before we battled, Chilled was like, yeah, looks like I'm gonna lose to Shami, etc, 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 and acted like he wasn't gonna try, and now all of a sudden he's trying. Oh, Hex. Well, that's interesting. So now, well, it's just a matter of living this thing, basically. That's why he has, okay, Toxic Hex, that makes sense, because that kind of breaks me down a little bit. But then that doesn't really deal with Snorlax as well, or Curselax as well, whereas I don't deal with him. So that's an interesting set. But I do win 1v1. So then it's an answer. It's basically a question of what do I want to do? Honors. As what does this play? Hex again. As long as he doesn't crit me with Hex, I think I'm good. So what would he do eventually? What's his play eventually? That's the question here. What's his play eventually? Because I could roost all this. So would he go into Latios? Would that be his play? Or would he go into... I'm earthquaking. As Latios comes out. That's unfortunate, but hey, I can't really do much about that. I am, however, just gonna go directly into Scizor. He cannot knock me out with HP Fire from this range. And if he roosts then, or if he recovers, then there we go. He did that. So now I'm gonna U-turn here, as he goes for that again. This bulky Lati here, really putting in the work, guys. As now, he's gonna think that I'm risking a speed. Wait, I didn't calc this with, I didn't calc bulky Mega Latios. Ah, that kills. So we're just gonna drop a Draco here. Oh my goodness. You kidding me? Well, hey, you know what? That's fine. What would he have here? I don't know. Would he have a dragon move? Because I actually don't know. Or do you have HP Fire? Because I actually don't know. That just makes my life a lot harder, missing that Draco. But then again, I can't complain because of the miss on the crit Spadef drop on Clefable. Let's cancel that actually. Draco Meteor does this much. Do I lose if I do that? Because okay, I'm at -2, right? Then he recovers about half. Would he eventually be able to come back from that? I'm not sure. Because then we ask ourselves, is it worth risking Scizor? Which he stayed in. He has to have a reason for staying in then. No, if he doesn't stay in, then he can't beat this. So I think it's a win-win going to Scizor either way. Because basically he's trying. Here we go. But I think I can live this. I'm gonna superpower. As I do live that, and down goes the Magneton. Dank. Quite dank indeed. Well played though. That was a well played though. That was pretty well played. Now I'm assuming that this thing either has HP Fire. He either has one of two things. Either he has HP Fire, or he doesn't. Question is... What? Oh. Scizor. Urza. Either he has Dragon Pulse, or he has HP Fire, or he doesn't. If he doesn't, do I lose? No. I think my play is to just roost here. If he has it, then he will take me down. If he does not have it, then that's just it. He doesn't have it. So now I'll go for U-turn. As he goes for +2 Calm Mind. Damn. And we crit him. Well. Did that matter? Mega Latios. U-turn does. And then... I'm a swine. Frostbite X. No, it didn't matter. Wow, is he salty? I'm